Okay, nice. We're inside. Let's go. Blazing fast pace. It's only 40 minutes past the hour. Alright.
We're gonna do the 45 minutes. I have faith.
The 45 minutes is pretty hard. You need to skip all of the like explanations and stuff, and you need to do all the organization in advance. And you also need to kill the bosses very quickly. But basically, welcome to DRS. If this is your first time in, then please enjoy the cutscene. It does show some of the new DRS areas, particularly Barracks, Granary, and the duel encounter, that ominous cat statue. It's different, yeah, it's cool.
I didn't notice, I just skipped it. Oh no.
Alright, also, don't jump on the glowing pads. Those are one-way jump pads, and we're just gonna confirm our actions and make sure our parties are ready beforehand. And then, yeah, once you've got everything you need. Did I just see a fucking Essence of the Breathtaker get popped? Okay, whatever. It's alright. I have an idea of who did that, so whatever. Okay. Yeah, Pure Essence, Re-Raiser. I will probably pop a... Yeah. I got my Lost Re-Raise. I'll use that, I guess. Classic. No pots for alt job.
Really, I nearly remember to actually bring Star Wars still staying English with Tower.
If there's anyone currently in Font of Power Excellence, can you jump?
I can slot it pretty soon. Actually, yeah, I'll just slot it right now.
Okay, thank you.
Where's Greedy?
God, you know what? Sure, okay. Does anybody need re-raise?
Right now, only 2 players are without a re-raiser right now. I think it's...
Oh, oops.
Well, I mean, yeah, someone's casting re-raise, so they don't want to waste the charge. Great. Essence check. For Joshua Fife, Noelani, Twin Mitore, Amiena Lunaria. Please equip your Pure Essence.
Sorry, it's just assigning it to my controller, which I don't want it to do, so I'm trying to change my button.
Oh. Good luck. Okay.
Ooh, we have a gambler.
It's probably fine.
Yeah.
Let me check who...
That'll be fun.
Oh, it's just Hazel. Hey, Hazel, hey, yeah, okay.
I can swap off if you want me to.
We also got Opal in the Essence of the Beast. I'm not sure what they're up to. Sorry.
We have someone on Ether Weaver too, we are sorting it out.
They do have a Pure Essence of the Divine. Yeah, for healers, the Pure Essence of the Divine is going to be very critical, as that is what's going to allow you to actually gain a chance to raise people using Lost to Rise.
Am I supposed to remember where I'm at?
If you see where your party members are standing, you can follow them.
That's a good idea. Alright, I was pretty sure it was B.
Yeah.
The B's the wrong color. It should be red.
In true Honeybee Lovely fashion, B has to be yellow, okay?
Wow.
Oh yeah. Actually, I do need to not... I need to drop in incense for slimes. Let me mark someone else who has excellence. Here. Okay.
Someone doesn't have the divine at all.
They do not have the divine at all. So, all right. If we do end up reinstancing, then we'll just have to get them that essence. For now, if you have like a deep essence of the Templar, you can put that on. And also, all of your Lost Arise will be useless in Essence of the Ether Weaver. So you can try to replace that with something else, like Seraph Strike, maybe. Yeah. Right. I mean, I think there are probably like a few people who they didn't like do the sign up a week in advance, so they probably had like 10 minutes to prepare. So, one thing I'm not going to do is just like re-instance at the box. Everyone's already popped pures, so unfortunate, but yeah. And quick note on like lost action usage. So the main boss encounters after we've completed this like split ads at the start, we're gonna use lost actions to blow them up. Stuff like Lost Font of Power, Lost Font of Magic, as well as the stuff that's on a 90-second cooldown, like Banner of Honored Sacrifice or Lost Dervish. You'll want to use those together with your 2-minute burst abilities every 120 seconds. Coordinate with the raid, and yeah, these bosses should be dying in about like 4 to 6 minutes, usually. And for casters with the Pure Essence of the Elderon, you have Lost Cure 4. That is not only a very potent heal, that is also a major damage boosting button for your party. So when you press that, everyone gets a 60-second bravery buff, and you can easily maintain 100% of time. So just press that if you're bored, or anytime your party takes damage, or at least once a minute, to make sure that your party is healthy and dealing maximum damage. How does it take 3 hours if things die in 5 to 6 minutes? Well, there's like 8 bosses, and also for players who are new to the instance, there are like explanations of quite a few major mechanics, which does take up quite a bit of time.
And if you wipe over and over on slimes and golems.
Yeah.
Nothing bad ever happens on Golem's side.
Slime side
Also,
up.
yeah, I didn't assign a Golems lead, but there are like probably like 27 people over there who are capable of leading it.
There's
so.
a handful of vets that I can see over there.
Okay, box is clearing up, so let's go ahead and run ready checks in your parties, and once your party is ready, you can type in yell chat that your party letter is ready. A ready. B ready. C ready, D ready.
Is somebody in G post right now?
F ready. It's probably just Theoth, right? I can only imagine that Theoth is.
Oh yeah, ready.
Alright. Awesome. E, F, D, C, B, A. Everyone's ready. Okay, we're splitting up to Slimes and Golems. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie jump down onto the left-hand side jump pad. Delta, Echo, Foxtrot parties jump out on down to the right-hand side jump pad. Additionally, we're going to be splitting voice channels. So that is if you're Golem side, parties D, E, and F, please in Discord switch to the Golem side voice channel. So that is 24 players on Slimes, 24 players on Golem. And I would like numbered waymarks for rooms. Sec. Yeah. Okay, just a couple more people are switching voice channel. We should have 3 tanks and me on Slime side. I think we do have 4 healers. If I could have.
Make sure you drop down on the right pad once you have everything. And yeah, we need 1 tank per golem. So each of these golems, when we open the doors, is going to come to life. And we're going to need to kill one of the golems in each of the rooms in order to clear it. So we need 1 tank on each golem. We have Nubsy on green, Ilya on red. Shinohana, I'm gonna have you go to blue, and Ref, I'm gonna have you go to white down here, the south blue golem. I'll answer that in a second, yeah. But yeah, so that's the tanks. Tanks, I think you guys have all done golems. You hopefully all know what you're doing. You're gonna take your golem to the assigned room. Shinohana to blue, Ref to white, Nubsy to green, Ilya to red, and you're going to make sure that it dies on the pad. Now, we need a healer with each of the non-red tanks. So if I could have any healer go with Shinohana. Perfect. Healers, your job is going to be to keep your tanks alive. Additionally, for the 2 healers that are with Shinohana and Reth, you will also have to Esuna a bleed debuff that gets put on them. Finally, we will need 1 person north, 1 person south. I'll handle the south golems. William is on the north, so that is nice and easy. That's all of our role assignments taken care of. I'm going to quickly explain golems. As I said before, golems, we just have to kill each of these golems on the pad in their room, but we also need them to be the same color as the pad in the room. Now we have a blue golem for the blue room, we have a green golem for the green room, but we also need to get a white and red golem. How do we do that? By manipulating one of their casts called Metamorphose. Every 30 seconds the golems will cast Metamorphose, which if not interrupted, will change their color from blue to white, white to green, green to red, and red back to blue. We're going to control this so that we have 1 golem of each color. Namely, Ref and Ilya are going to let Metamorphose go off once to change their colors, and then from that point on, we'll interrupt every further cast. Nubsy, you are on the green golem. Now, normally we would have a physical range go with Ilya to make sure that they can interrupt for them. However, Ilya, I'm sure you can just interrupt it. It's very easy. Just gap close and then press interrupt whenever it starts casting. And then just walk away from it. You have until the cast bar disappears from saying interrupt before it'll attack again. Oh, it's very easy, yeah.
It'll be fine.
Okay. So that is the main tank responsibility. Everyone who is not currently on a golem, your job is to be part of the hunt train. Basically, you're going to go from room to room, killing the golems. We're going to kill them in the order of blue, white, green, red. Counterclockwise from the blue room, just in a circle. Make sure that you are simply using your basic 1-2-3 combo, not only to kill the golems, but also to build your job gauge. Every job has a gauge that it wants to build up. Whether you're a pigmenter filling your paint gauge, whether you are a ninja trying to get your full, Lava Cockra gauge, I forget what it's called, or a Reaper, or Red Mage who needs to fill both of their gauges. You want to have as many of your job resources available as possible going into the first encounter of Trinity Seeker, because the more resources you have, the more damage you do. In addition, don't use any lost actions here. Lost actions are not really needed. Generally, since the damage check is so minimal, simply use your basic GCDs and OGCDs to build your job gauge while also killing the golem. But yeah, very easy, very simple. One other thing to keep in mind that I have not explained yet is the traps. Now, I don't know if we actually have a Perceptor on the side, but on both of the barrack sides, there are going to be a total of 3 traps in the encounter. There's always going to be one in the middle of the hallway. If you look out at that center dividing line in the hallway, there's going to be a trap along that line. It is the brown one, not the blue one that's going vertically. So there's a trap in the middle of the hallway, and there's also going to be 2 rooms that have a trap in them. One trap will kill you very quickly, one trap will kill you over 10 seconds. Both of them will kill you. Please avoid all big glowing circles, whether they have a purple icon or a orange icon in the center. Now, do we have someone with Percept on this side? We do. Okay, Sigma, if you could Percept for me. Oh, perfect. Already done. So Sigma's already checked the 2 south rooms. We know that there's a trap in the southwest blue room, and we know that there's a trap in one of the 2 north rooms. So unless you are in the blue, unless you are in the white southeast room, please wait for the preceptor to check the room before entering. That's basically all I have for golems. Did I just see someone unironic? Okay, no. I was gonna say. Okay, perfect. I think that should be everything. If you have any questions, please ask them in Yell chat or in party chat. And otherwise, I'm gonna ask you to run ready checks in your party. Once your party's ready, let me know in Yell chat, and we will let Greedy know that we are ready. I see party F is ready. Let me know when parties D and E are ready. Again, if you have any questions, say no to the ready check, and we will get started. Okay, all of Golems is ready. I'm going to let them know on the other side. Now, Golem's explanations were nice and quick, but that is because this is the simpler side, not necessarily the easier side, but there's less like personal risk of wiping. Pretty much anything that can go wrong can be corrected, so as long as you pay attention, even if you make some mistakes, you will be fine. On slimes, while the jobs are equally as easy, there's much more risk, and minor mistakes can easily lead to a wipe, so they have a lot more to explain and to go through before they can get started. With that said, again, if you have any questions, whether that is about Golem's side, slime side, or the instance in general, please feel free to ask them in Yell chat or in party chat. There are lots of people who can help you. But otherwise, we're just going to be waiting for the slime side to be ready. Deadlock is a really fun game, but the devs have some interesting ideas. Let's put it that way. I too miss explaining, however, I don't miss, like, after every run that I do, I usually just, like, sit there in silence for, like, an hour, like, having to recharge. So I don't miss that. The matchmaking is just getting worse, actually. It's really funny.
That sucks.
There is a pro player who made an alt account and has a 100% win rate over 50 games, and is still in, like, low elo games, and has not climbed at all. So,
Jesus.
matchmaking is working just fine. That is a secret because smurfing is, like, technically bannable, I think, but yeah. Sadly it's not. My ult has, like, an 80% win rate or something. Oh, also make sure that you are moving around every once in a while. We dropped down to slime side a little bit ago. Make sure that you wiggle around as there's a 10-minute AFK kick timer. If you are standing still doing nothing for 10 minutes or longer, then you will be kicked from the instance. Make sure that you wiggle around, move your camera, move your character, as if you get kicked from the instance, there is no way back in other than reinstancing. I don't know. We're probably on slimes, we're probably on golems, I don't know. We're on one of the sides, and it doesn't matter because they're both easy. Honestly, most slime swipe is just because of bad, like, it's either because of, like, a lack of people or just bad, like, recovery skills from whoever's leading. Oh, okay, we're getting started. At this time, make sure that if you are tanking a golem, your stances are on. As a reminder, the only room that does not have a trap guaranteed 0% chance is the southeast white room. So unless you're in the southeast white room, please do not enter your room. As soon as the door opens, we're going to stand in front of the blue room until the traps are percepted. Sigma is going to percept the middle, then percept in room order blue, green, red. Doors are opening now. Double check your Cardi's Carbuncle stance partners, have that stuff on. Tanks pick up your golems, pull them to your room. Trap in the middle is found. Southwest room is found. There's an explosion trap in the north. Be extra careful. Tanks, unless you are Ilya, go ahead and get your golem on the pod. Get it nice and centered as best as possible. Everyone can enter the blue room and kill the blue golem. Stand away from the parties. Healers, get ready to S&O the tanks with those big pink circles. Healers, S&O those tanks. Hallway tanks, get ready to pick up your golems. Party can head to the white room. Ref, if you could please get that on the pad itself after it transforms. As a reminder, do your basic 1-2-3 combo, get your gauge built on the golem. In just a moment, I'm going to ask you to pop some of your longer cooldowns, your 60-second, your 120-second. Please do not use lost actions as a reminder. We're going to pop those cooldowns now and burst down the white golem. Finish off that white golem and head into the green room. Head on into the green room. Interrupt in the red and green rooms. Again, keep building gauge. Keep using your basic 1-2-3 combo, building your jobs gauge on that green golem. Once the green golem is dead, if you could head into the hallways, help finish off these ruined golems, and then we're going to head into the red room. Finish off these ruined golems in the north and the south, and then head into the red room. For the red golem, please do not use any damage over time abilities. Please hold off on your whatever it's called, your Eucrasian doses, God bless. Your bios, your arrows, all of that. We want to make sure there is as few dots as possible, as we're going to get it down to 15% and then stop attacking. All the golems have spawned again. We can keep dragging those together, stack them up to AoE down. We can stop attacking the red golem and just hit the ruins golems until the slime side says they are rupturing. Interrupt the red golem. Interrupt the red golem, someone. Okay, we have a rainbow. Okay, if a tank could pick up the blue golem, please. Ilya is going to die.
I'm sorry, my game crashed.
That is fine. Whoever has aggro, we're gonna have to... Someone say in shout chat Rainbow Road, by the way. Yeah. Keep kiting that around. Healer, get ready to Asuna, the tank. You don't have to keep kiting it. Ooh, that healer, you just murdered that healer. Poor person. Someone interrupt the bicolor, or don't interrupt it, sorry, I'm lying. Keep kiting it around, just as in, like, you don't want to take that many autos. They can rupture, they're fine if they rupture. Like, it's not an issue. We just have to wait. It is going to be a little close. So, we're gonna let the golem change color one more time. Keep pulling the golems that spawn in the hallways into the middle. Keep building your jobs gauge. Make sure you have as much of it as possible. There's no reason not to.
Don't let the green golem get near us, alright?
Okay. After the next metamorphose, we're going to focus down the green golem.
Red.
The red.
Please hold off on attacking until you see a tether. Actually, I don't know if that tether's gonna appear. Probably not, actually. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, welcome
If any healers have a rise slotted, they can raise Ilya, who is on the floor dead. Okay, please stop attacking the golem for a second. And someone attack at once. Perfect. Nubsy, walk it around. Never mind, you were in melee. Shinohana, attack at once. Cut it around. Okay. Kill the red golem. Kill the red golem. Kill the red golem. Shinohana, you're gonna die because you pulled it onto the pad like way too early.
Mitigate, pop mitigation. No, put it down the pad.
No, get back.
Yeah, stop attacking the raid. Everyone stop attacking the raid. Shinohana, just mitigation down.
Yeah.
Mitigate.
Okay, kill it now. Interrupt it and kill it. Interrupt, kill it. Now. This works.
Yeah.
Okay, that went a little wonky, but it's fine. Everyone is alive. Actually, no, they're not. Someone quickly raise Ilya before we head on.
We also
Nothing bad ever happens on Golem side. Again, as you can see, basically everything went wrong, and yet we still were able to clear.
Okay,
Everyone's alive. We're gonna head on up to the jump pad, and we're going to swap voice channels.
That was truly something.
The red tank would never do on Golem side, and nothing bad ever happens.
Ilya was on raid and their game crashed. That
Slimes
was
was
interesting.
perfectly smooth. Nothing bad happened on.
I mean, nothing bad happens.
No, nothing bad happens.
So how come that premature rupture didn't wipe us?
Because it doesn't do enough damage to kill.
Okay.
Wait, okay, you know what? Nothing happened on Slimes and Golem side. Let's go with that.
Yeah, no,
Absolutely
it was
nothing.
flawless.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, if you did like curious about like recovery strategies for slime side, there's two main ways that it can fail in terms of merging. One is early rupture and one is late rupture. So if you have early rupture, and that means there are like 3 other tanks who are not ready to do the final merge. In that case, you can just let the slime explode and rebuild another slime. You can try again that way. And the second scenario is late merge. That's like one room failed to do their final merge on time. For some reason, the slimes just aren't sticking together. So in that case, you have 3 slimes that are rupturing. You can actually complete the final merge, which is late in the 4th room, and just kill the slime manually so that it is not too far behind in terms of rupturing on the pad. Because, yeah, right. Okay, anyway, a bit off topic. Is everyone back up from... Okay, I think everyone's back up from Golem side, so yay. At the bottom of the stairs is some personal loot. If you started with Mimic, I'm not sure how many people did, but now's the time to get some actions back. And I'm going to place down some markers. The explanations for Trinity Seeker...
Where's their loot? Oh, shit.
Bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
It's not far.
You can probably full cure now. Yeah, as soon as markers go up.
He doesn't aggro in the room,
There you go.
right?
Does he what?
He doesn't aggro if you run in the room.
I mean, you can be in the arena, but
Yeah.
like it is proximity aggro.
It is?
Don't go. Yeah, it's proxy.
Oh, didn't used to
Okay,
be.
so like some words about Trinity Seeker. It's mainly similar to normal mode. It's just faster, has fewer tells and more overlapping mechanics. Basically, everything will be called out on the fly. I have marked myself with Safety Plus, which will hopefully not kill us all. For sword slashes, I'll do callouts boss relative. This will sound something like, or I guess when the boss's swords are glowing, that is going to be, the safe sides might be front, back, front. So those will indicate the safe sides of the boss to stand on, and then right. Oh yeah, trivia that I wanted to mention. So Trinity Seeker has currently got the katana, right? So it's like samurai mode. So Seasons of Mercy, which is the big mechanic with look away from orb, get away from flower, that is actually Midare Setsugeka. That is actually just ice and moon and flower. Those are the 3 mechanics that you have to dodge. So dodge crisscross on the ground, then look away from orb. The moon will petrify you if you're looking at it. So just turn your character so it's facing the edge of the arena. Once you see that flash go off from the orb, you can continue dodging the second set of ice, and then finally get away from flower. Alright, anyway, if you're ready, then please stack up on the Bravo waymark. Starting at this encounter, we are going to be using Lost Action. So,
Did you know that this is the Shiva sprite?
We turn off tank stance.
Shiva? I thought this was Ravana.
No, I'm 99% sure that it was modeled after Shiva.
I mean,
In
there
terms
is
of the
another
actual
boss.
hitbox. Or
Okay,
am I
ma-
confusing the bosses? No,
I'm
no, I
pretty
am.
sure
I-
Trinity
that's-
Avowed
Yeah,
is
Trinity Avowed is
Shiva.
Shiva.
You're thinking of Avowed. This one is Ravana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Okay, when we have Sign of Life from Ted Guthroth and Crystal Mercy, we will start a countdown. Oh yeah, also check your tank stance. Everyone can have it off except for Ryuga. Oh yeah, main tank notes. I mean, just probably not very important, but like, or I guess yeah. In general, anything is fine, but just like try to keep it face the cardinal direction, and at like phase changes, or I guess if there is one phase change where there's a tank buster immediately afterwards, you can just kind of keep it faced in that direction.
Yeah, I'll be taking everything north no matter what, and I'll be facing it north.
Okay, sure. Te here. Are they? Okay, they're here. Starting countdown. Great. Oh, food check, by the way. Raid food is really good. It's like 10% HP. Absolutely busted.
Vibes are good.
Okay, boss is pulled. First up is a raid wide. Okay. Use your lost actions, use your potions. And we're going into Mercy Fourfold, 4 sword slashes, which will be called out boss relative. It's a double movement. Gonna be back, front, front, back. Start behind the boss, cross over the first and third slash. After that is gonna be Seasons of Mercy. 1, cross over. 2, 3, cross over again, look away from orb, dodge ice, then get away from flower. You died and re-raise, try to pop another re-raiser. We are pumping. Inside the boss's hitbox. Everyone get inside. Sides are unsafe. Inside the boss's hitbox. Sides are unsafe. Tanks up front. Everyone else away from front. Share tank buster. Tanks up front and pop a mid. Okay, everyone clear front. Ryuga needs to be alone. Solo buster. Hazel, get away. Okay, coming up is Vault Style Chains, and then knock back into Barrier. So remain stacked. Once you see the chains, run away from your party to break your chains, then be in front of a barrier. Be in front of a barrier to be safe. In front of a barrier. Center back up. Next up is Ifrit dashes, and hold your upcoming 2-minute burst after you return from downtime. Outside the arena is exploding. Gonna be dodging dashes, and then knockback or hide. Out towards Bravo, follow plus. Out towards the south. Then rotate behind the barrier at 3, behind the barrier at 3, and stop behind the barrier at 3. Don't go in front of the barrier. Use your lost actions, use your burst. And this is a line stack on 3. We're taking shared damage, shared line laser. That was pretty close to a nasty push. Okay, but now we just get to chill. So, yeah, orange on the ground, then you just move out of the orange when it appears. Sand or stone is next. Be on sand, yellow sand, be on sand, and then phase change. Get intercardinal of the boss. It's doing a plus shaped attack. Be diagonal of the boss. Max melee is safe but scary. Intercardinal. Okay, boss is gonna jump next, or sorry, jump center. Then it's gonna be Ifrit dashes plus 4-fold mercy. Again, you can follow plus for this, dodging dashes, and then the sword slashes. Out towards the barrier at 3. Out towards the barrier at 3. Then we're rotating clockwise. It's gonna be another double movement. Gonna be front, back, back, front. Start in front of the boss, then cross over after the first and third slash. 1, cross over. 2, 3, cross over again, and then look away from orb and get away from flower. Away from orb first, then dodge ice and get away from flower. Intermission here, Cure for casters, heal up the party. Break your chains. And then raid wide. You can mitigate here. Stuff like Feint, Addle, Reprisal, and Dismantle is going to be preferred mitigation for party mitts, as those contribute to a buff cap. Also, regular Tank Buster. 2-minute burst window here. Use your lost actions, and we're going to probably kill it shortly. This is Sand and Stone and Fourfold Mercy, however much we see. Left, left, right, right. So on the left-hand side of the boss on Sand or Stone. Be on Sand. Boss's hitbox is Stone. Crossover after the second hit. 1. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright. Up ahead there are traps. Please do not proceed ahead. Sigma Starliner will percept for traps. Okay, our healers seem like they got it. Yeah, do not proceed to the golden glowing pad. The raid is going to take a right turn. Please carefully avoid the traps to wait for all 6 of them to be accepted. As for healers with Arise, there is just one protocol I would like to mention, and that is if you do not currently have Arise slotted, then please flame a body first by standing on top of it before slotting in your plate of Arise. Once you have the Arise slotted, then it doesn't really matter if you spend those charges. But yeah, just try to, in order to prevent like spending extra or breaking extra plates of Arise that we need to. Anyway, we're waiting. You're not engaging Dahu. So we're waiting for the duel to begin in Party Delta. Did someone just die to poison? Okay, we do need a Rise in the hallway.
I'm here. Someone did die to poison.
Please make sure you have antidotes.
Oh, Isuna.
Do not eat the girl dinner without proper protection.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, a duelist party, that is Party Delta, I think. Yeah, Party Delta. This countdown is not for the raid. Do not engage Dahu. Countdown is for the duelist. So, yeah, if you pull Dahu, then the duelist is very sad because they do not get to attempt their encounter. So we're going to chill out. We're just going to continue to chill out. Still chilling. We're still chilling. Do not pull Dahu. Nicely done. We're going to continue to not pull Dahu. And, I don't know. We don't really need markers for this fight. But we're still waiting. We're still waiting. We're not pulling. Okay, if you're ready, please get across the purple line. Oh, okay. Yeah. We should have, like, 2 extra charges of lost actions here. So go ahead and press those, boost your damage, and burst. Oh yeah, dodge the stuff on the ground and don't be in front of Dahu. The front of Dahu is unsafe as Dahu is going to be dashing. Dashing north, don't be in front of Dahu. Dahu's going to dash again somewhere south, don't be in front of Dahu. Dashing southwest. And don't get crispy. I think that's what the hosts say. Okay. Coming up are going to be some lions on the edge of the arena. They shoot lions into the arena, and they're also weak to fire. Coming up is Spit Flame. Dahu's going to target 4 players with a number of dots above your head. If you're marked with dots, then go stand on a lion at the wall. So that is 1, 2, 3, or 4. Get to the outside of the arena and stand on an ad. Stand on a lion. And because the lions are weak to fire, those are going to be safe spots. Anyway, left, right, shockwave. Start outside of the telegraph. Then move in right away. Move through. Feral Howl. Knock back to any safe spot on the edge of the arena. Knock back from Dahu. And we got some knockback gamers. Don't be in front of Dahu. Be on Dahu's right-hand shoulder. And second breath spot is going to be safe for casters, plus a save. Coming up is ads. I think we're probably just going to kill these ads. Think about building gauge for the next encounter. And then as these ads get bunched up, I'm not sure if this is going to be the Beyblade maneuver, but yeah, just kill these Marcosius before they maul the main tank to death. Okay. Congratulations to the duelists. The duelist hasn't completed their encounter. And Dahu is also dead. Next mechanic does not exist. Great. Checking for dead. Up ahead is a point of no return. So please, or yeah, if you didn't grab your chest from Trinity Seeker containing the runner's plating footgear, now is the last chance to go back and get it. As well as any of the previous loot, like from slimes and stuff. Anyway.
Call.
Oh, accidentally used pod on Dahu. I forgot to use my pod on Dahu. Anyway, cool.
Explanations will take long enough.
Queen's Guard. Yeah, this boss is... I mean, it's like not that hard, but it's really complicated for some reason. So I try to keep the explanations a bit shorter, but there's still quite a variety of roles that we need. I do need a co-tank on 4. This is a 2-target boss. Oh.
Yeah, I'm off in Narnia getting my loot. I'll be there in a sec.
Alright. Okay, I think I saw Mr. Nubsy stand first, so I'll just give you the marker, and then I mean, like, if you want to just like shatter the boss, you can be Shinohana can be backup tank there. And then yeah, between Nubsy and Ryuga, you can decide who's going to tank which boss. On this server is usually split between mid and wall. That is, one person takes the warrior to the east wall, and then the soldier to the west wall. One person takes the middle boss. They take the knight to the center, and then the gunner to the center. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Magical Battery is reading a cast of Cure 4. They are marked with Chain 1, so they do not have the actions yet. They will gain excellence during the countdown. Physical Battery, Nyaru Jinchuyao, has actions slotted. They are marked with plus for our better mimic chaining. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's see. Reflect position. So, sorry. In DRS learning, there are going to be some diagrams posted. So this is going to be mainly for healers and also for DPS with spare light curtains. You could stand on some of these markers on the bridge to indicate that you have maybe 4 light curtains. And these are going to indicate reflect positions for the final phase of the encounter. Yeah, so again, this is, I guess, yeah, mainly healers. Just healers if you claim a marker by standing on it on the bridge. I do need a total of 6. We have 3, we need 3 more healers. Okay, great. Yeah, so for the uninitiated, Akiki, you want to reflect? You can... Wait a minute. Why do I only have 1 light curtain in my bag? Damn, so sad. I could have brought a spare reflect or something, or like a protect or something. Okay. So is someone handling this southeast reflect? Sorry. Oh yeah, the markers might not actually line up with the like the letters on the diagram. It's just positional. But basically, the idea is during the final phase, after you defeated both pairs of bosses, there are a number of adds that we need to deal with. So healers on markers are going to be reflecting spiritual spheres. Each marker position corresponds to 2 orbs that you have to reflect, or a pair of orbs that you have to reflect. So once you see the spiritual sphere spawn, you can stand on top of it and activate a light curtain. Then basically you're waiting for it to pulse orange, and since you were reflecting, you'll send the damage back and kill the spiritual sphere. And after that, you reactivate your light curtain to refresh the duration of reflect if you need to, and step into the next spiritual sphere that is nearby. And right, it'll pulse again, and you kill it with the 2 orbs that you're assigned to are correspond to those in the diagram that is posted in DRS. If you have questions, then please ask. We have a lot of experienced reflectors as well who can answer any questions. Yeah, and then right, for everyone else during the final phase, a bunch of other ads. At the north and south ends of the arena, there's also an aura sphere that we need to kill. So this is for tanks. If you have your invuln available, then you turn in your tank stance and fight for hate on the aura spheres, and DPS are also killing it. This is a alliance split, Slimes north, Golems south. And also the gimmick of the aura sphere is that they have an on-death attack. So the person whoever has the highest threat when the aura is killed receives a tank buster marker over their head, or I guess it's just a red nail. But basically you survive that with your invuln. Then once you've expended your invuln, you turn your tank stance off. If damage is low during the final phase, we may see like a second set of ads. So reflectors will just reflect their same 2 orb positions, and the raid will kill the aura spheres. Right. Okay. Okay, so now we can explain the rest of the fight. Starting from the gimmick of the Knight and Warrior, the first thing they're going to do is tether and receive a massive damage resistance to either magical or physical damage. So this is healers in parties. You will be using Spellforge and Steel Sting to mitigate this, to make sure that your parties have the capability to deal the opposite type of damage. So like Spellforge will go on physical damage dealers and tanks and any hybrid damage dealer types like Dark Knight, Paladin. And right, and yeah, sorry, Steel Sting on casters and healers. If there is only one healer in your party, then it is going to be recommended that you start with just Spellforge slotted and apply that to everyone in your party who needs it. That is going to be all melee, tanks, and physical ranged, and red mage, I guess. And then if you do need to switch because the call is made, we are in Steel Sting. Click off Spellforge, you need Steel Sting. At that point, you would slot in, you would replace Spellforge with Steel Sting and apply Steel Sting to healers and casters. So, right, yeah, and if there are 2 healers in your party, then just have one person handle Spellforge and one person handle Steel. Okay. Also, there is a debuff that can be dispelled in this fight. However, the way we're going to deal with it is just a heavy raid wide. So we'll be saving party mitigation and Faint Owl Reprisal Dismantle for boosted raid wides, which deal increased damage. There will be no need to dispel. Great. Okay, the other mechanic of the Knight and Warrior that we do need to take note of is bombs. There is a mnemonic, double or nothing, go big. So, like normal mode, the Warrior can tether bombs. Unlike normal mode, the Warrior can also tether you, switching your weight. So if neither you nor the bombs are tethered, you go to Big Bomb. If both you and the bombs are tethered, you're going to Big Bomb as well. So double or nothing, go big. If neither you nor, if just one, either you or the bombs are tethered, then you go to Small Bomb. So this will also be called out. But double or nothing, go big. And also, just a quick note on Shield Omen. It's going to be the hard pattern. So while we're choosing which bomb to go to, the Knight is doing an attack. So Shield Omen, 50-50. The Knight is going to be dashing through the center of the arena, and this is a knockback. Right, but the difficult part here is that it's a knockback from the center of the arena. However, you cannot be stacked in the center of the arena or in the line of the Knight's dash, as that will cause you to receive a ruin stack from the Knight. Also, if you're opposite of the Knight's dash or anywhere in that semicircle of the arena, the Knight is knocking a giant defamation into that half of the arena, so you're gonna also take a rune stack from that. Thus, the two places where the safe areas where you can get knocked back are going to be on the sides of the tether, 2 sort of pizza slice shaped places. And just reposting that in DRS Learn. Yeah. Oh yeah, if you did see any like wobble wiggle check in chat, that is just because as this is an instance duty in Final Fantasy, yeah, if you're AFK for 10 minutes at a time, or just for 10 consecutive minutes without like doing an input or clicking or something, then you'll get booted from the instance and there's no way to rejoin. However, I mean, hopefully, yeah, I mean, I kind of do yap if I want to be thorough.
Wobble wiggle
yeah.
check is good. I've seen people get kicked before.
Yeah, it does happen. More rarely on my runs, unless someone's like literally fallen asleep. So, but anyway, okay, and then yeah, second pair of bosses. Only thing I want to mention is show your hole mechanic. So this is soldier and gunner. You will eventually receive a 3/4 circle ring around your character. That is similar to the one in like Orbone Monastery, or if you in Bosja or Zadnor if you fight the Helldivers. So the way this works is you just point your opening to the source of damage to be safe. So this is always a double attack. First, you point your opening to the gunner in the center of the arena, and after it is finished casting its raid wide, you have to turn your character again to face your hole to a turret on the wall. So there are 2 lines of turrets. The turrets are lined up on the east and west walls and fire in straight lines east to west through the arena in kind of a zipper fashion. So there's no place that's like safe from a turret. What you have to do is figure out which turret you're in front of and turn your hole to face that turret to make sure that you're safe from the doom stacking. Right. And okay. Yeah, pretty much everything else will be called out on the fly. If you do have questions, please ask. Although, yeah, just quick note on tank stuff. I'm pretty sure. I think Nups, you want to take mid bosses, so you want to take knight mid and gunner center. Ryuga then will be taking warrior east, or sorry, yeah, warrior east wall, and then soldier west wall.
Yep.
Things to watch out for. Pretty much just during the second pair of bosses with the soldier. The soldier does not get movement locked until the 3/4 circle ring show your hole mechanic appears around you. So you will have to like move late or move along the outside of the arena until that appears to dodge. Right, and then yeah, let me just find my markers, not those. Oh, yeah, these ones. For the warrior, I just have it parked like a little bit south, like east southeast, just on the 3 mark, which should be between 2 bombs, which is sometimes very good. Great. Okay, that's all I got. So if you're ready. Oh yeah, thank you, Burst Rampage. So if you did bring Burst or Rampage as a physical range DPS or a caster, those are pretty good actions. It turns out 600 potency is very good. So basically, if you have that, then you can stand between 2 bosses and just spam Burst or Rampage, and that will be better than your basic combo for the part. And so the recommended way to do this would be you replace Font of Power or Font of Magic or Chain Spell with that Burst or Rampage action. You can either so ideally you would just get 1 use of Font of Power or Font of Magic at the start of the fight, press Font of Magic, and then slot over Burst, for example, and then just start spamming that. However, since it's so powerful, if you're more comfortable, you can just slot it in at the start here, and then you'll be doing the fight with Rampage plus Dervish, or Burst plus Cure 4. Yeah. Right, and then, yeah, in general, once one of the bosses dies, the other one will begin a short cast and rage, or I guess like a medium cast and rage after it's done with whatever it's currently casting. So, yeah, I guess we'll try to keep them even. Like, for example, Rend Armor can go on the boss that's on higher HP if you're alternating.
Yeah, worst case, someone will yell out a boss to go another boss.
Right, yeah. That will probably happen if, for massively blasting. Okay, anyway, if you're ready to get on the Seaway mark, we're going to begin shortly. Healers, during the countdown is when you will apply a Spellforge and Steel Sting to your party. Or if you're still healing, just Spellforge. Yes,
of course. As a scholar, when do I use Change Strat, and on which target should I use it on?
Just use it every 2 minutes. We'll be using, we'll be opening on the bosses boss just normally. You can just pick your favorite. And then I guess in terms of target selection, just whichever boss is like higher HP, because that means you'll be more likely to hit it for longer. But honestly, this boss is cringe, and just do your best.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, when Sigma's here, Akiki's here, when we have movement from Sigma, we will begin a countdown. Oh yeah, also like tank stuff, just make sure that you only have your tank stance on for like the pairs of bosses if you are Ryuga or Mr. Numpsy. Okay. Yeah, Divine Veil does contribute to buff cap, so in general, just you don't need to press any of those buttons.
No. Only press them if everybody's dying.
Yeah. Alright, perfect. For example, here in the opener... Oh, I forgot to mimic. I should do that real quick. Yeah, Spellforge on the party. And otherwise, yeah, we're gonna blow it up. Oh, raid food, by the way. Pop that at slimes, it's fallen off. Okay, pull these bosses together, and we're gonna burst. All they do is a raid wide here, like a reprisal should be enough, and cure for casters, you can heal up the party for the damage. Raid wide. Okay, then we're taking Warrior to 3 and then Knight to center. Oh. Please separate these bosses.
Like these.
We are in Spellforge. Click off Steel Sting, need Spellforge. Click off Yellow, need Purple. Apply. If you're not dealing magical damage, you're dealing no damage. And then we're going into Bombs. Sword Omen, easy pattern. You're gonna take a bomb on the wall.
Hey, my FPS is like 4. Someone
Okay,
might
please
have
clear
to get some of
comms.
my
Bombs are not
sorry.
tethered. Tethers to small, non-tethers to large. Tethers to small, non-tethers to large. Be on the edge of the arena. If you fall first because you're tethered, go to a place where a bomb just exploded. If you fall first, move. Okay, coming up is a heavy raid wide. So cure for casters, heal up the party, and then use some mitigation. Faint, Addle, Reprisal, and Dismantle on both bosses. Heavy raid wide, Knight is slightly high. Switch damage to the Knight. Oh, that's rip. Okay, coming up is Tethers to Wind and non-tethers to Lightning. Sorry, if you're tethered right now, going to Swirly Wind Puddles, otherwise going to Crackly Lightning. Tethers to Wind and non-tethers to Lightning. Head out to the puddles now. Shield Omen. Pop Sprint and get in towards the Knight. To a little bit north, inside the Knight's hitbox, a little bit north. Heavy raid wide. Cure for casters, heal up the party. Faint, Addle, Reprisal, and Dismantle. Use a little bit of party mitigation here. Heavy raid wide. Also, Warrior is high. This is a tank buster. We should be bursting. Use your lost actions and kill both bosses. That is Enrage. Okay. Next, Soldier is going to the west wall, then Gunner to the center. Alright, nice. Coming up is going to be Show Your Hole mechanic. Yeah, so right, Fireball Frogs. Small frogs move second, big frogs move first. Or I guess big fires move first. And then, right, we get between them to do the dodge, right. But yeah, basically, just keep in mind the boss is not movement locked until the yellow ring of yours around your character. We're going northeast, by the way. Northeast is going to be safe. Okay, get northeast, then point your hole to the gunner in the center. Get your hole pointed towards the gunner in the center, and now turn your hole to face a turret on the wall. Tank buster here. raid wide. Did a melee just survive a tank buster? I don't know. Okay, nice. Coming up is gun turrets. I didn't talk about these at all, but these are going to be a main tank invuln mechanic. Soldier tank will pick up the west gun turret. Or gunner tank will pick up the east gun turret, and then just use your invuln. Once you see sniper shot, make sure you pick up aggro there. We are also bursting, by the way. These are your lost actions. And we're going to kill the gun turrets. Soldier is slightly high. Invuln sniper shot. Okay, raid wide, and also make sure that Nubsy gets healed. Nice. Ice or fire. Ice or fire is next. Pyretic or blizzard. Fire, stop moving at the end of the cast. Detarget the bosses and stop moving. Stillness, stop moving. Okay, you're free to move. Reflectors, try to get into position now. Going into the final phase shortly. Gonna be Slimes North, Golems South. Just finish up the gunner. And then, yeah. Also, if you have spare light curtains and you see an open orb, then just pop a light curtain and reflect it. Tanks, if you have your invuln available, then turn on your tank stance. Okay. And beat up these aura spheres. Tanks, again, if you have the red marker on your head, then go ahead and invuln that. Coat of arms, don't get parried, don't get reflected. Carefully approach the unshielded sides and attack the unshielded sides. One reflect missed in northwest. We are going to do the second set of orbs.
Stop hitting.
Coat of arms, stop attacking. You can carefully get a few more GCDs in on the ethereal wards. Slimes North and Golems South for the second set of aura spheres. Go ahead and kill those. We have 90-second abilities coming back up. Please use those. Oh, I'm so spite checked right now. And just clean it up. Kill these bosses. Alright. And now we chill. Okay.
Don't run ahead. Traps.
Few raises.
That stupid faith mechanic in every aspect of it in this game. It's the worst.
Question: who was the duelist again?
Sigma, right?
Sigma.
Sigma doesn't have the duelist buff.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
Did they die?
No, I think they forgot to grab it.
There ain't no way. Wait, we had the chest though.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, but thank you for the hand token though.
Oh no.
Well, now we know.
No.
Now we know you don't need to click on the statue for the raid to get the buff. Or get the loot.
Oh no. Oh no.
We're bursting hard enough. We'll be fine.
I think our DPS is fine.
I have been promoted to deal list.
Can someone pick up a Kiki? I just dumped 3 trays on them.
Yeah, one more res to the south end of the. Only one person needs to slot in a plate of a rise at a time. So just claim it by standing on top. Oh yeah, if you do have like charges still, then that's good to use.
Has somebody cleared the way already?
So someone want to
There were no
explain
traps between here and Phantom.
Hey.
what's going on with the duelist stuff for the people. Who
Oh, I
have
think
no
our
idea?
duelist just forgot to take the buff.
Like, what does that mean? Is it
That
just
means
like
they don't
when
have
you
a double damage buff that they could have taken from.
Gotcha. Thank you.
They did the duel, and which you're supposed to do to get a double damage buff. They don't have the double damage buff, which is it's just funny. It's awesome. So
Come here,
fantastic.
sit in the corner. You're grounded.
At least you didn't get cocked out of the duel twice in a row.
I mean, also you won, so like the raid gets loot, which is awesome. So really, that is just that's up to you. How to feel about that. Okay, cool. All deaths resolved. I did assign someone to bring Banish, I think. Yeah, so
I'm here.
You don't need any more Rampage or Burst. So yeah, I guess right. Yeah, you can probably replace that with your Font of Power or whatever at this point if you want. And then for Banish, it's pretty much just... Oh, what the heck? We have 2 people with Banish. Alright, whatever.
Hey, 2 is better than 1.
Okay, oh, I do want to put markers down, though. And, yeah, if you're ready, please hug the wall and proceed to either the wall next to 1 or the wall next to 4. Okay. And, right, yeah, just banish last 60 seconds, just make sure that it's applied to the boss. And then, seems like everyone's ready. Start a medium length countdown.
And just a reminder, heal the white ghosts, kill the red ones.
That's very funny that you say that. Very funny that you think we're gonna see
That
ads.
as soon as we see ads.
I don't know
I'm
what
not
we're
sure
doing.
my
We
run
heal
has
so fast.
seen ads in like a single time in Dawn Trail. Okay, whatever. One of my runs at least. Okay. Use lost actions, by the way. This is a raid wide. Gonna like tap his staff on the ground. Does a little bit of damage, I think, maybe. The first safe spot is at either 1 or 4. We're looking for Circle Donut on the back wall. Headed to 4. We're headed to 4. 4 gang is eating well. Let's... Okay, X a donut. So we're gonna start inside the donut and it's gonna process down the length of the arena. Try to stay in the middle.
Don't step on the wall.
Alright. And you can stop on the Delta waymark. Okay. One more flash on Charlie. Move over to Charlie. Dodge the X affair. Oh no, what happened? Okay, build gauge, by the way. We're going to be chilling here for a little bit, though. Charlie is going to be safe. And, yeah, waiting for 3 flashes on Delta. One, 2, 3, over to Delta. And then if you move, whatever. I'm not even gonna... Yeah. Now up ahead there are traps. Also, we do have 1 death. So, yeah. I guess our tanks are gonna... Maybe, I don't know. Fapuda has Percept. Stay behind Fapuda. Also, some of these jokers might need... Ilya is so dead. Ilya is so
Same with Shido now.
Oh my god, what are you doing? You're Dark Knight, you just prop your mitts. Anyway, we need the traps that are downstairs to finish the raid, so please don't pop the traps.
I'm running low on arises here, Ilya.
Yeah, please don't walk into the traps. I feel like, yeah. Yeah, so fun fact, like, we quote-unquote need these traps to complete the raid. However, through, I mean, the opposite of rigorous testing, we have observed that these 2 traps here, that you, like, the one in the vestibule and the one next to the door, they're always a pair. One of them is exploding and one of them is mini. So, like, you can't possibly run into both mini traps.
If you are a healer, please go back. We have a dead body.
I'm currently working on it.
Oh yeah, there's healers here working on it. Can we please not die so much? I'm running low.
This part is
I mean,
cursed.
I'm pretty sure that Dark Knight can still do it at close
Dark
to
Knight
0
can easily
fortitude.
do it with enough fortitude.
Like, I mean, like, very few fortitude. If you have raid food on, pop all your mitts. Dark Knight is incredibly strong.
7 fortitude is enough without food. 8 if you're Gunbreaker.
Do you need me to put on Aether Shield for this boss?
Depends for your party. In general, yes. If everyone in your party has more than 6 fortitude, or if there's only like 1 non-tank in your party that has less than 6 fortitude, then you could skip it potentially.
Okay,
But,
definitely
yeah.
not.
Yeah, in general, yeah, either shield is good. Just makes it a lot more comfortable.
I'm down to 3 plates of Lost Arise.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do a full count after this boss. See how it goes. All right. Oh yeah, but we are also taking a break here. Like 3 minutes bio. Grab some water, or something. Don't go AFK in front of the purple line. I will be back at 54 past the hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can tell who's older here now.
Guys, what's
Is
funny?
that from the 90s or something?
I think so.
Maybe 2000s, early 2000s.
I haven't heard that song in years.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi, back.
Hi, Thea.
I'm back. I'm greedy.
You're not greedy. Okay, whatever. Yeah, if you are back, then seems like Shell has started to be passed out. Thank you. If you're here and you have Shell, you can cross the purple line. Otherwise, if you need Shell, you can stay behind the purple line or on like the west / left wall. We do have magical and physical batteries marked with circle for magic, triangle for physical. And I'm gonna grab my actions before I forget. Sort of more important now, I guess. Yeah, in DRS Learning Channel, I should have done this before I went AFK, but yeah, like the Pocket Explainer for new folks that contains basically all of the major mechanics you need to be aware of. If you'd like to peruse that, I will also be giving my regular spiel about debuffs, and I'll also put up some markers. I guess I should. Yes, just clear this marker. That's all.
All
Yeah,
right,
Max
I
hates
think we
monk
should
is
have it.
fucked up. Yeah, so this is the Shiva boss that's literally Shiva. Also, I mean not literally Shiva. It's literally I don't know the lore. Can't remember which 3 people are slammed together for this one. But it's like a white mage, a bard, and a paladin.
There's lore? Oh, right, that is lore.
Yeah.
I keep
Okay.
forgetting about the field notes, okay.
I mean, some people act like like got into this game or expansion because of the writer. So his name Matsuno or something. Maybe today I will use not meme marker. Not as I say, the first 2 marker sets that I click on are memes. There we go. Normal markers. Normal ass markers. Okay. So, welcome to Trinity Avowed. This is the boss of temperatures. A lot of personal mechanics that you have to resolve. So, if you do... Or sorry. Right. Compared to normal mode, there are a few added debuffs. One mechanic that we are going to see is Forced March. So, if you've never received or don't know where to look for debuffs, when the boss casts Quick March, you'll get an arrow-looking debuff next to the Resurrection Restricted and Duties as assigned icons on your HUD. And basically, when that debuff expires, you lose control of your character and mark in the indicated direction on the debuff your like character relative a distance of 2 squares. That is the important thing to know about Force March. It takes you 2 squares. Usually, the way this would be used is you start in the center of the arena or in the middle column of the arena, and you march 2 squares, either to the east or west columns, whichever is safe, or to the outer, like one of the 4 intercardinal corners of the arena, to resolve your temperature. And then the other debuff, Elemental Brand, we are not going to see, so I will not explain in detail, except that after completing the first 3 mechanics, that is half of the fight, the boss ramps it up and does enhanced temperature mechanics, where you get another temperature that only appears in your debuff bar. When that debuff expires, the Elemental Brand, it changes it's as if you got hit by a mechanic of that temperature. Yeah, so you would resolve your overhead temperature the opposite of your Elemental Brands. However, we are probably almost definitely just going to see between 2 and 2.5 and 3.5 mechanics. So, yeah, the actual mechanics that I want to talk about are mainly just swords and bow. So the swords phase is significantly different from normal mode. Trinity Avowed is going to summon 3 clones and go untargetable. All 4 copies of the boss are going to turn a direction and slash a half-room cleave at once, leaving exactly 1 square, 1 tile that is safe, that is not being affected by any slash. So I will call out the safe tile, and in order to resolve your overhead temperature, you need to move 1 step or 1 tile north, south, east, or west of the safe tile in order to get hit by the temperature of the slash that you need. So, right, and then they do it again, so you get a second chance. Right, but yeah, again, I think there's an infographic. DRS learning chat kind of shows the visual for what's happening during the DRS learning, but the important part is if you're intercardinal of the safe square, then you're dead. So in order to resolve your temperature, it's strictly north, south, east, or west. Very visual mechanics, so you look at the clone that has the energy you need, and then starting from the safe square, you slide into whichever square it's slashing that you need. Okay, and then the other biggest difference is going to be in bow phase. So when Trinity Avowed pulls out the bow and creates the ladder game, the big wall of fire, there is no more tracer line that shows where the arrows are going to travel and end up on their way to the raid. Instead, you have to use the rule, which is they take every turn that they can on the way to the raid, and it is up to you to use your finger, your mouse, or whatever pointing device you have to trace its path down and figure out where it's going to land. So step 1 is you find which arrow neutralizes your temperature. Step 2 is you trace it and see where it lands. And that is, in DRS Learning, this image that I've reposted. Very clean graphic that shows how to find the path of the arrow. So again, no tracer line. The game does not tell you where they are going to land or how they're going to travel. Right, and then finally, this fight does a lot of damage. If you need shell, then get behind the purple line for shell. If you have shell, please cross the purple line and get onto the Charlie waymark. That is going to be part of our damage mitigation. And for at least 1 tank per party, we'll be using Lost Ether Shield to help mitigate the raid wides. The raid wides here are going to be called Glory of Boja. They're very heavy hitting and they apply a powerful bleed, so Aether Shield really takes the edge off. Cure for casters are also going to be very important, as the healing is totally busted. You can just spam that a few times before and after raid wides, or really before and after any instance of damage, to make sure that your party is healthy. So yeah, Cure for casters is going to be the main source of healing. And as for like healers and tanks, you have a lot of mitigation skills. You do a lot of fancy stuff and apply buffs, but try to stay away from those, especially around the 2-minute burst windows, such as the opener and every time you're using lost actions, because those do contribute to the buff cap, and a lot of players are going to be going very close to that, especially just in the opener. But yeah, like Faint Adder, Reprisal, Dismantle, always good to use. And otherwise, like party mitts, you can use sort of in between the bursts, or like when meteors are dropping, that kind of damage. Great. So yeah, once you're ready, you can go ahead and stack up on the Charlie Waymark. If you go ahead of Ilya, you're probably going to pull the boss. Has a very close proximity range. And do reapply raid food. If you haven't yet, you should probably have at least like 7 or 8 minutes for this fight. Yeah, and then right, yeah, last call for Shell. And then yeah, okay, yeah, Noelani will definitely want Shell if anyone still has Shell slotted. If no one has Shell slotted,
yeah,
then...
I have Shell.
Oh, awesome. Right. Awesome, okay.
Yeah, I'll keep it through the next 2 fights.
Oh, I mean, I guess, yeah, you don't really need to, but whatever.
Yeah, we'll just have Queen.
Okay, it seems like we're all ready. 30 seconds on the board. So this is, out of all the fights, the fight to just pump on. Do as much damage as you can in the opener especially. Or like if you're new, that is the one time you'll just be able to concentrate on damage. After that, just do your best to survive the mechanics. Right. Also, this boss starts with a Tank Buster. So share Tank Buster, point it up north, and share the damage. There it is, share Tank Buster. And then we're gonna Aether Shield, Raid Wide, Faint Adder, Reprisal, Dismantle. Cure for casters, heal up the damage. Then we're going into the Arsenal. Oh, just called Makyo, this is so sad. Away from the boss with the Flash of Light. Point blank AoE when she stops spinning. Get away. Away now. Away now. And then behind the boss. Be behind the boss. And then finally, get in front of the boss. We're going into Swords Phase first. Blah, Swords Phase first. In front of the boss. Be in front of the boss. Boss is going to be disappearing in a few seconds, maybe like 10 seconds or so. Check your temperature. You're going to be 1 square cardinal of the safe square that is called out to resolve your temperature. Great. Safe square is 4. 4 is not getting slashed by anything. 1 square cardinal of 4 to resolve your temperature. Second chance. If you still need to resolve your temperature, the safe square is 2. If you still need to resolve your temperature, 1 square cardinal of 2. Otherwise, you can just hang out on 2. And if you bounce and you have another re-raiser, you can use one of those. Upcoming is a raid wide, so go ahead and Faint Adder, Reprisal, Dismantle if you have it. Sorry, Aether Shield. Sorry, Cure for casters, heal up the party. And we're going into like staff next, right? Okay. Away from the boss at the Flash of Light. Away from the boss now. Okay, and then yeah, 2-minute burst window here. Stop all arises. And yeah, you have your temperature, you're getting a quick march, you're getting forced march, so Force March is going to take you from the center of the arena, around where the 3-way mark is, to one of the 4 corners of the arena, where your temperature. Okay, heal up the meteor damage, then point your Force March to the element that you need, marching in 1 second. Great. And... oh, it's going to be spicy in Party A a little bit. Ether Shield, Faint Outer Reprisal, Dismantle, Heavy Raid Wide. And, yeah, if you have a Rise slotted, you could go for, like, any of the casters on the ground. Be behind the boss, by the way. Did someone Impetus? Be behind the boss, by the way. Sorry, I'm coming as a Tank Buster. Tank stack up in front. Pop a mitt. And check your Force March. You're Force Marching from the center column to either Bravo or Delta away from the column of fire. And Force March. Force March to Delta. Point your Force March to Delta now. There ain't no way someone PvP'd on an Anyprog. Okay, check your temperature. Nice rescue. Oh. So no other gimmick here, just find your arrow, trace it down, and neutralize your temperature. Arrows are firing in 5 seconds. Okay, upcoming raid wide, stack up for heals and mitigation. Faint Outer Reprisal, Dismantle. Okay, yeah, in front of the boss now. Boss is facing south, be in front of the boss. Okay, so we are going to see brands. Be in front of the boss. Boss is facing south.
I'm going to face the north.
Yeah, I mean, it's just moving. This might be an LB3 angle, actually, but we'll see after this mechanic. Check your brand. So check your temperature and your brand. You may need to get hit twice. Boss is disappearing. Okay, safe square is 2. 2 is not getting slashed by anything. 1 space cardinal to change your temperature. Yeah, this is definitely an LB3 angle. Okay, safe square is 4. 4 is not getting slashed by anything. If you still need to resolve your temperature, be 1 space cardinal 4. Okay, yeah, boss is centered enough, so this is good.
Oh, I'm dead. We need another
Ether
tank.
Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Papoose got it. Alright, don't slow damage yet. Also, yeah, be away from the boss at the flash of light. Away from the boss now. Get away from the boss.
If both healers in your part, if both healers are dead, please mark them. Oh shit!
And do not arise. Do not arise. Also, we're stop damage at about 2% on the boss. Stop damage at about 2%. Okay, so we're taking meteor explosions. Check your elemental brand, and you're going out to the meteor that you need while dodging Unseen Eye. Okay, go out to the meteor that you need, and it's going to be outside intercardinal white squares are safe. Outside intercardinal white squares are safe. Group back up. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Healer LB3 now. Faint Outer Reprisal, Dismantle, raid wide. Oh, okay. If you can get combat reses onto like Serena and Amiana and so on. Yeah, that's a lot of dead. Behind the boss. Get behind the boss now. Behind the boss. Get behind the boss now. Yeah, just, I mean, we need to get them up as soon as possible, but just kill the boss. We get everyone up who can. Press LB3 if you have it. Alright, that's it. Okay, we're gonna see how many people we can get up and then check our rise counts. Do not pop queen. We are prioritizing healers for a rise first. Just make sure they have a pure essence of the divine on.
Square and circle are healers.
I think Zana, what's death timer? Yeah, if your death timer is below like 200 seconds, please let us know. I think Zana could use Braze.
I have a lost sack if you want to get me up, and I have a bunch of re-raisers to try.
Who was it that had a low death timer?
Zana in the southeast corner, I think. Maybe? I don't know.
Someone's working on them. I am running almost out of arises.
Okay, yeah, you can hold on to it. I think we have a pretty good
I'm down to my last. I'm down to my last 4 trays. I'll hold on to mine.
Wait, 4 trays or 4 uses?
4 trays.
Okay. Alright. Well, we're gonna expend a rise first. Also, let me check. Did someone actually use impetus? I'm gonna check.
Yes, someone.
I think that was because
I was going to one spot and I noticed that some people were running much faster than they should be.
yeah, I saw people die in the corner of the death fall, so I figured that can only be like impetus.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see.
Whip out the logs.
Yeah, I can check. I have logs. Let me check.
Yeah, I mean, I see it. Like, I'm not really sure, I guess, what you're trying to do, but it doesn't seem like chaining Blood Rage, and you used it a second time after the opener. So, yeah, but I guess now you know it's a PvP action.
Yeah, that was impetus.
Please do not do that.
Don't do that, please. Especially on TA.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay. Also, the next boss is not Queen. We have everyone up, which is amazing. We're gonna unlock the next boss first. So this is your first time in DRS, first time beating Trinity Avowed, or so on. Please follow to the south and group up around. We need to group up around one of the special traps. Yeah, so like, unless your name is like literally Himbo Hooters or very greedy, I would not use Lost Impetus on TA. I mean, like, sane people won't even do that. They will just use Fought BR, because you can't do Impetus on all 4 fights. So, but anyway, now you know, and we made it through, and everyone's alive. Things could be worse. However, I don't want to lose any more bodies to like careless trap detonation, so please do not proceed ahead unless it's like called for. Okay, anyway, we're triggering the trap shortly, so please target yourself. And we want to make sure that everyone like here is like close enough to get affected by the trap. So if you target yourself, you can touch the tip of your like the target indicator to the trap. That means you're close enough to get affected. And at the end of the countdown, we will step into the trap. And then, right, so now you're small. Come back across. Yeah, these impetus cheaters.
Oh yeah. Why?
I mean, Ilya wasn't the person who used the impetus during TAs.
No, I mean, why are you leading the race? You're not even a... Wait, you're not even...
Okay, anyway, at the bottom of the stairs... sorry, actually, yeah, first of all, if you're small, that means you can squeeze through the bars. Squeeze through the metal bars. Oh, congratulations to Joshua Fight. Alright, so now at the bottom of the stairs there are traps. Please, once you zone in, do not proceed ahead unless you have perception to sweep, or unless you're, like, involing it. Okay, that is 1 explosion down. Please do not proceed ahead of the... There's still a trap. Please do not proceed ahead. Please do not proceed ahead.
Do not move forward.
Please move back. Oh my god, there is still a trap. Why are you guys moving forward? Right.
past me. Don't go past me unless you're Opalt.
Yeah,
Hazel.
okay. Everyone who's standing in that like cluster, there's like a trap right next to you, so you need to like come back towards the stairway.
Hug the wall and get back up the stairs.
Yeah, I do want to detonate this. There's a trap either like here or here on one. Or sorry,
I'll pop in, Bull, and run. Get out of the way. Okay.
Fukuda ran through one, I believe.
Yeah, Fukuda ran through one. Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
Poison on bridge.
God damn it, Hazel!
Alright, somebody cleanse them before they die.
No, they have antidote. We're fine.
Okay, sweet.
We like to be funny
protection
with
for the girl
poison.
dinner.
Okay. We did not fucking die. Alright. So before anything else, I just want to get a quick Arise check. So this is for healers in Shout Chat. Can you please report the number of full plates of Lost Arise that you have, along with if you have currently slotted, plus the number out of 5 charges that you have available. Okay.
And if you need a shell, run to 1. The crossed out one.
Yeah. Okay, honestly, wait, that's pretty good. We still have plenty of Arise. We have plenty of Arise. How do you love that? Thank you, healers, by the way, for basically sustaining this raid's fuckery with an amazing amount of Lost Arise. That is very much appreciated, and you would like fragments of like compassion to to like refill your stocks. Yeah, we have quite a few people, I think, who can provide them. Okay. No, we're not gonna friggin' PvP Minotaur.
Hell no. I have died a Minotaur a million times. This is the
Not like-
worst.
It's not
True.
a mission to commit mass unalive for this fight.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's pretty hard to actually commit mass unalive, but on this fight at least. But it's still like, yeah, we don't need to. Okay.
Let's please try to save those Arise plates that we do have for scraping the first timers off the ground after Queen.
Please don't make me spend more Arises. Arises are not cheap. It literally takes me 100, maybe 100 compassion frags or more to get 10 Arises.
Yeah,
pretty
the drop
high.
rates are cursed. Yes. Much like the drop rates on Slash for my Annihilation on Sunday.
Oh, hang on. I need to... this one.
At least the frags are farmable.
Okay, so I'm literally calculating right now. Actually, I should post the Minotaur guide.
It's not a normal.
Okay, right, but okay. Important things to know: the main boss is not very dangerous. We're gonna spend some time coordinating what's gonna happen during the ads phase. Oh, but I will set up markers. Tanks on the 1, 2, 3, and 4 markers, up to 2 tanks per marker, and reflectors. Healers on the Bravo and Delta waymarks. Bravo if you can reflect with light curtains. Delta if you can dispel with lost dispel. In the middle if you can do both. Okay, right. I did my calculation, and yeah, if you have 4 light curtains left, then that's fine. I mean, we're gonna have multiple people reflecting, so yeah, you don't need to use a light curtain for every single thing. Just one person needs to reflect at a time. But yeah, you can comfortably spend those light curtains. I guess like save 1 or 2. better to reflect than not to reflect. Okay, let's mark tanks. 4, 1, 5. Actually, oh yeah. Living Dead, right? Great. Okay, yeah, so just quick note on the ads phase. So when we push the boss to 70% HP, the boss will go untargetable. Most of the arena is going to turn into a death wall, that is, except for these 2 kind of rings of the arena with lighter color pattern of tiling. And they're going to be 4 Stygimoloch monks. So these ads are somewhat dangerous. Their auto attacks apply stacks of twice come ruin, so they need to be kited at range. They also speed up if they are close to the center boss or close to each other. So 4 tanks marked 1, 2, 3, and 4 are going to take aggro on their ads, bring them out to the cardinals of the arena, and begin kiting them clockwise. So, okay, yeah.
Party is
right.
death ball and north, and then counterclockwise.
Party.
How do want to do it?
Sorry, party is going to be split north-south. Basically, most people are at 3, except for the people who I say are going north. Yeah, and then basically just kill the minotaurs as they're brought to you. Yeah, for Juga, gonna be off tank for Shinohana. I guess you can like run the tank sweep, or the trap sweep, and also just if Shinohana goes down for any reason, then you can kite the ad
I'll
for
just
them.
pick up whoever dies.
Yeah, we're going clockwise. The specifics of the trap, actually, I'm pretty sure all these tanks already know. Let me grab the markers. Right, but the idea is about like 15 seconds into the ads phase or so. Like there's going to be these big sections in between the cardinal marker safe spots that are going to be covered in a bunch of like yellow and question marks, going to indicate entrapment. So the monks are like placing a trap somewhere in that corridor between the numbered markers. And right, so like once everyone's in the cardinal safe spot at the end of the entrapment cast, and after it completes, tanks, you just pop your invuln, pop sprint, run a quarter lap in front to detonate the trap that is in there, and make it safe for the rest of the raid to proceed. Oh yeah, we also had like reflect and dispel. So in the inner ring, there are a couple of ads that healers are dealing with. There are balls of fire which need to be reflected. And so once you see a ball of fire, just one healer needs to stand next to it or like pretty close. Turn on light curtain. So they are currently reflecting. The ball of fire casts mana flame, and that reflects the damage and destroys the orb. And for dispellers, there are balls of earth that have a stone skin buff. You just dispel that and do any amount of action damage, like you dot it or something, and that will destroy the ball of earth. And I guess if you want to pop for Nupsy, I think you can follow Nupsy at east, Rocky. Okay. All right, and then finally, I guess before I do the ad split, just fateful words, or I guess this this debuff mechanic that the ads boss does. So this is for everyone. If you know what I'm talking about, please get into a notch in the arena. Yeah, so this is a mechanic for the ads phase where when the 2 parts. First, the boss will shout and scream, everyone gets a debuff on them. You identify this debuff as either a knockback or a draw in, and you identify it by the debuff icon. So the way that I remember this is I remember draw in. That is 3 lines going towards the Minotaur. It's sucking in spaghetti noodles. If you see the Minotaur sucking in spaghetti, you need to start in an outside notch. This indentation of the ring. And then when the boss casts Fateful Words, your debuff resolves and you get sucked in to an inner notch. However, if you have the other debuff, with the guy getting knocked backwards, I guess. That is the knockback. That is the push out. So you need to start in a close notch, and the Minotaur will push you out into a far notch. If you're not in the correct notch, you'll get shoved into a death wall. If you are not in any notch, then the pushback is too wide, and you'll get shoved into a death wall. Yeah. Right, yeah, so this may be accompanied with like frantic chanting of something like, do your words, do your words, do your words. Which means you need to identify your debuff and get into the correct notch. Okay. Yeah, and then, right, the ads phase is significantly dangerous. The main boss doesn't do very much of note. So we are going to attempt to kill the ads as fast as possible. Do not use lost actions in the opener on the Stygimoloch Lord, unless you're like kiting an ad or something, I guess. And you want to save anything with a cooldown longer than about 40 or 45 seconds for the ads phase. Yeah. Okay, and also we are going to do an ad split. So onto the A marker, can I have Opalt Jade, Chiron Inaka, Very Greedy, Alberon Lyrium, William Drake, Theoth Normi, Ziana Ferron, Sigma Starliner, Nyaru Jintiyao, and Font Solus. So this is going to be the North Hit Squad. Is that everyone? I feel like we're missing a few people. Sorry, should I say that again? Opalt, Chiron Inaka, Very Greedy, Alberon Lyrium, William Drake, Theoth Normi, Sana Ferron, Sigma Starliner, Nero Jintuyao, and Font Solus going north. Okay. And everyone else is going south, except for healers in the middle ring and tanks that are kiting. Alright, well, we'll give it a shot. So if you're ready, please stand on the 3 marker or get into a notch. Right, and again, yeah, so we're building gauge on the... Actually, that's super cool. I didn't know you could get into the into the inner notch here and not pull the boss with proximity aggro. Okay, but I have a hunch that you go much closer to the boss will. Anyway, it seems like we're pretty much ready to go, so short countdown, and no lost actions in the opener, and hold anything that's longer than about a 30, like a 40 or 50 second cooldown. Okay, also this boss starts out with a tank buster. Hazel?
Hazel, you'll die if you go there.
I mean, they have like a 10% chance of dodging it. Okay, anyway, press your knockback immunity. You press your knockback immunity now, and melee run through. You want to be close to the boss for the next attack. So this is a triple whack. And just do your best not to get hit by it. Uh, 11 to 11 ton swing, get very far away. And the boss is phased, get very far away. Then tanks into position, 1, 2, 3, and 4, turn on your tank stance. Everyone else, or sorry, healers to the middle ring, and then we're doing our north. Great. Okay. Entrapment, get to a get to a cubby for safety. And then shortly, words are coming out. Okay, you have your debuff. Check your debuff. Get into the correct notch. Do your word, do your word, do your word. Get into the correct notch. Do your word. Okay, and start spreading out. You can get into any notch to be safe. Devastating Bolt, get into any notch. Okay, I'm not sure what happens south, but just kill that final Minotaur. And we are out of here. Ads phase is done. It's as easy as that.
I agree. You do have a point. I do have a 10% chance of dodging.
You can gamble that chance all you want.
Yeah, it is like 11%. Anyway, rapid bolts. Rapid bolts. So this is if you're marked, take this away from the raid, drop it and then move, as it'll persist on the ground. Sure, yeah. Next up is 11 to 11 ton swing. Get very far away. Get very far away from the boss for 11 to 11 ton swing. Okay, and healers, when it is safe to do so, you can get some casts of Horizon on people on the ground. Another 2 sets of rapid bolts here. Don't drop them on friends. Coming up next, after these rapid bolts, is the most dangerous attack this boss does. Crushing Hoof into triple whack. So you don't need to get too far away from Crushing Hoof. Just half the arena away. It is proximity damage, but after this is triple whack. You can get close, and just try your best not to get whacked. It's easier to dodge if you're close. Nice.
Think about Gauge.
Yeah. Gauge for the next encounter would be good indeed. Okay, you evoked it way too early for walkies. Anyway, that's a tank buster and it does cleave. Oh my god, Hazel. Okay.
Alright, we have a few dead.
You have like 2 dead. Please do not proceed to the queen. Please do not proc the cutscene. 1 more dead to resolve. Please do not proceed ahead just yet. Oh my god, that was like double 1 time. You guys are insane. Yeah, you forgot when you do it. I mean, you need to wait for like at least like 3 autos. Maybe 4. But yeah. Okay, everyone is up. Let's go. Let's proceed. Let's win.
Yay. This used to be so hard.
God damn it. Did I angle it correctly there, Hazel?
I think you hit the wall.
Yeah.
Like way back, it would take like, learning runs would take like at least 4 or 5 days to get people through back in the day.
I mean, they still
insane.
take they can take up to like 6 hours. Usually, I'd say between like 2.5 to 6 hours, depending on the host and all that.
Yeah, depending on the host.
No, I'm used to seeing people just wipe a ton.
No, but it helps that Greedy also gets a lot of gremlins who know stuff and can carry the hard rolls.
Yeah, some people just are a lot more thorough with their explains.
Yeah, I mean it's more than that. It's just
It also helps that we have crackhead DPS doing a lot of damage to skip mechanics.
Yep.
Right. But even when you say like crackhead DPS, put any of these people the actual savage. They're just average. The main thing is like being like aware of party composition. Like melee just naturally do like way more like A DPS than like other DPS roles, or like not insisting on Cure Forecaster and Dervish per party, or like insisting on 2 tank 2 healer also massively damage.
If you need what is it called, Lost Shell, I'll be on the 4 marker.
Okay, cool. Right, yeah, we made it to the end. Awesome. Right, if you do need shell, then we're passing it out behind the purple line. I guess typically we would use the 4 marker for like passing out lost re-raise. Not sure how many people need that. Re-raise? Yeah, there are a lot of people without re-raise, but I recognize most of these names.
Yeah, half of those are gremlins.
Yeah, well, we'll be
It's
fine.
are built different.
Yeah, so, okay. So, yeah, I mean, we did see like 2 brands. We did see LB3 on TA. It's kind of dicey. So I will explain the flagship mechanic of the fight, Super Chess, which is completely a collar mechanic. Sorry, I guess it's not completely a collar mechanic, it's mostly a collar mechanic. The way this flagship mechanic works is the queen casts Queen's Edict, and you get 2 debuffs, movement edicts that have a number of dots on them that indicate how far you need to move at each step. But functionally, how you resolve this is... Okay, whoever was changing markers, don't do that because you don't have my markers, and I have them all saved. It might take me a while, but it is quite annoying when I don't know if I'm actually putting my markers or if I'm actually competing with another person down my markers. All right. But anyway, okay, yeah, super chest. So I am doing right-hand side wall callouts. And yeah, the way the callouts work is that depending on whether your debuffs add up to 5, 6, or 7, there is a different starting safe square that will position you in a correct row to start and position you such that your movement edicts will like move you the correct number of squares to end up in the safe square with exactly the right number. Right. So an example callout would be something like, back is unsafe, wall is safe. 5's on Delta, 6's between Bravo and Delta, 7's on Bravo. I repeated it a few times. So, like, what that means is just stepping directly onto the marker based off of the total of your debuffs. And, all callouts are relative to the safe square that is, far from the raid. And if there's a call that's something like, 6 is in the corner, that means in the back right corner, which is either here between C and D, or if the safe square is south, then you'll be in the corner between 4 and 3. Right, and there are a variety of callouts depending on the configuration. It might be something like 5's on Charlie, 6's to the left of 5's, 7's to the left of 6's, or like 5's on 2, 6's in the corner, 7's on Charlie, 5's on Bravo, 6's to the left of 5, 7's 6's. Okay. And yeah, other than that, like there is a dispel and reflect mechanic in this fight. The reflect mechanic will be handled with light curtain. So this is for all members of the raid. It's quite a deadly mechanic. Other than like needing reflect to survive, if you don't reflect, or other than like needing to reflect these balls of lightning in order to create a safe spot for us, if you don't personally have a light curtain, these lightning orbs are very capable of just making you go splat. So if you have light curtains, like 2 or so, then you can assign those to a hotbar before we pull just by dragging them from your holster. Then when the call is made, you can activate a light curtain to make yourself safe. Yeah, so when do we reflect? And the Queen has an encounter bar that will appear shortly after the God Save the Queen raid-wide sovereignty bar, and when that ticks up to 100, Queen is going to prepare to microwave us. There will be a number of ball lightnings that appear around the arena, as well as 4 buffs on the Queen that need to be dispelled. So between our healers, we still have plenty of dispel slotted, so I'd appreciate if you could keep dispel slotted, and just between, I think I saw 4. Just go ahead and use those to remove the debuffs from the Queen, or sorry, the buffs from the Queen, once you are moved to safety. And in the meantime, everyone else presses a light curtain, because if you're not reflecting, the ball of lightning will one-shot you, and then if you re-raise, it'll one-shot you again through your resin bolt. That said, if you are not reflecting, or you're just fumbling for a light curtain for some reason, you can come to plus, and I will make you safe. I will stand away from the ball lightnings. But otherwise, just keep your eyes open, and if you have a light curtain, that will make you safe. Great. Okay, other than that, just a quick note on skips. So if we push the boss to below 50% HP before Super Chest 1, we will skip Super Chest 1. This is reasonably likely to happen, and if it does happen, then it's possible that the boss will do consecutive raid-wides, consecutive heavy raid-wides. So that means if you, I'll make a call for it, but basically you'll be either using Ether Shield or using all of your party mitigation, not both. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. And, I forgot, like, tank busters. I guess I should assign some backup tanks. Can any pure invuln... Oh, Faputa's here. Faputa's can handle... okay, I'll just have Faputa as backup tank. If we do see a tank buster, then Ryuga will just invuln 1, and then after taking 2 hits... Oh, actually, is Faputa gonna have, like, Font of Skill, or...
No, I am not going to be super disrespecting.
Oh, okay. Can handle... We're not going to see 3, Probably. So I'll just have food as number 2. Actually, do we have venturer list? We have a 3rd paladin. Okay. If we do need a 3rd tank to take over, oh, we have Ref. Ref can be a backup tank as well. All right, we're fine. We're fine. Okay. We'll pull soon. If you are ready, if you have shell and everything, then please step to the left of Charlie, left of C. And then we're gonna go for it. And also, for the final time, please do use raid food. And actually, I called make you on the previous boss. I probably didn't click off my extra buff. Probably why. When we have Sign of Life from... Oh, Ilya needs to restart. Okay, sure. Yeah. Also, someone needs shell. So if you need shell, be behind the purple line.
I no longer have shell.
Oh, okay. Does anyone have shell?
Do we need to?
I think, yeah, all these people behind the purple line need shell. Chow doesn't technically need it. Want it. Take it.
If I'm not allowed my safety stone skin, I will have my safety shell.
Your safety stone skin. Okay, Ilya's restarting. Actually, let's just run ready checks. Actually, is there... Yeah, run ready checks, and then let's see if there's anything else I can yap about before we pull other mechanics. I guess, like, the deadliest mechanic now is, like, Relentless Play 1. So this is a combination of Queensguard mechanics, which I think we actually did see this time. So this is Wind and Lightning. You may be tethered, you may not be tethered. So if you're tethered, you go to Swirly Wind, non-tethered Crackly Lightning. At the same time, North Wind's Glow pushes us to south, east, or west. While we're dodging that, you go to... You dodge north, south, east, or west, and once you've dodged, you go to either Wind or Lightning, depending on whether you're tethered or not. Tethers to... And then you have the Mustadio debuff, so you show your hole to the gunner. And the gunner is always at the west, number north. After you show your hole to the gunner, you turn it to a turret on the wall. Everything at once. It's all Queensguard mechanics.
Oh, pause. Your mic is stuttering a bit, so it cut out for the call out for gunner is.
Sorry. Yeah, I leaned back a little bit. But yes, the gunner, yeah. So it's after you do the dodge, North Wind's Glow to north, south, east, or west. That's when you go to either a Wind or Lightning, depending on whether you're tethered or not. That is tethers to Wind. Finally, you have the show your hole mechanic. So you show your hole, which is always to the gunner in the northwest. Gunner is always in the middle of the numbered mark. And after you have shown your hole to the gunner, you turn your hole to face a turret on the wall. Repeated mechanics. It happens quite quickly, and it catches a lot of people off guard. Okay, when Akiki's ready, okay, we have Delta, Charlie, Bravo, Echo, Alpha almost ready, and then when Foxtrot is ready, I don't know when. Oh, Ilya's here. Is F ready and is Akiki ready? Okay, yeah, we're just waiting on Party A and Party F. All right, Party A is ready. Waiting for Party F ready. There we go. All parties are ready for the final time. 30 seconds on the board. And we win together or we die together. But I'm glad that we all made it together. But yeah, you know, last chance, action check, food check, skill check,
brain check,
dice check.
Very much needed. Yeah, tank stance check. And we're gonna blow it up. Yep, so we can just stack up in front of the boss here. The first thing it does is a raid wide. And Ether Shield, Faint Addle, Reprisal, Dismantle.
Please do not hit party side mitts. Please do not hit party.
Okay, we're coming into Murder Chest now. Let's see, middle row unsafe, back row unsafe. And Alpha column unsafe, middle column unsafe. Northwind's Glow is forcing us north, south, east, or west. We're going west. And we have uptime for real this time. Sorry, be on plus, middle row unsafe, be on plus, back half of this tile. And stay right here. Stay right here. Back row is unsafe, middle column is also safe. Okay, Tank Buster coming up. 2 hits. Ryuga will take both with Invuln. Yeah, we might not actually skip. We'll see. Alright, go ahead and Invuln. And Ryuga is completely unharmed, as zeroing out the Buster has taken away all negative side effects. Ether Shield, raid wide. No Faint Addle and Reprisal. Okay, Cure for Casters, heal up the party. Actually, we probably are going to see Super Chests.
Yeah.
Alright, we're a little bit short, yeah. Yeah, Super Chests. So, coming up, check your debuffs. And we're heading north. Back is unsafe. Wall is unsafe. 5s on 2. 6s to the left of 5. 7s to the left of 6s. 5s on 2. 6s to the left of 5. And 7s to the left of 6s. The back row is unsafe. Okay. Nice. And then once your first edict ticks, the wall is unsafe. You're marching down the 1 and 3 column. Marching down the 1 and 3 column. If you see a line overhead, move back a space. Alright. Alright, and then end up in the gold tile. Hazel has dice, right? Okay. The raid is gonna make it... Wait, what? Alright, the raid is gonna make her maneuver over to Alpha, and then if you have a dice, Hazel's gonna go attempt to hit it. This is a heavy raid wide, Faint Addle, Reprisal, Dismantle. Wait, Hazel dead? Oh. Cure for Casters, heal the party, try to res Hazel if they're on the ground, can you mark them?
Res Hazel.
Hazel's over by C. Actually, just focus on this mechanic for now. This is Reflect and Dispel, get your light curtains ready. Okay, go ahead and press your light curtain now, And if you're not reflecting, come to plus. 4 debuffs on the boss. Everyone get into a bubble, any bubble to be safe. 2 more debuffs on the boss, 1 more debuff on the boss. Okay, this is Relentless Play. So if you're tethered, you're going to Swirly Wind Puddles. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning. But first, Northwind's Glow is forcing us north, south, east, or west. We're going west again, west. Tethers to wind and non-tethers to lightning. Show your hole to the gunner, who is in the middle of the numbered marker. Show your hole to the northwest. And now turn to face a turret on the wall. Okay, this is a Tank Buster. And Invuln. And then after 2 hits, if Ref is alive, Ref can take it.
And I need to keep my Dispel.
Okay, hold your upcoming 2-minute burst as the boss is going untargetable in about 15 seconds. Damn, we're gonna see a lot of mechanics today. Ref is dead. Okay.
Trying to get
anyway,
Ref
follow
out now.
plus, we're going okay, easy pattern. Please stand on plus, tight dodge. And then observe the tethered clones swing. Big open safe spot. between 3 and where everyone is standing. First window, use your potions, use your lost actions, and get some damage in. Ether Shield, Raid Wide, Faint Addle, Reprisal. Pure for casters, heal up the party. I mean, we're still probably not going to see, like, Relentless play 4 or something. We're, like, unbelievably far from Rage. You guys have no idea. We're headed south. North. Whatever. Back is unsafe. Back is safe. Wall is unsafe. 5s on 3. 6s to the left of 5s. 7s to the left of 6s. 5s on 3. 6s to the left of 5s. And 7s to the left of 6s. Yeah. 5s on 3. 6s to the left of 5s. 7s to the left of 6s. And we're going to start marking healers. Okay, the wall is unsafe. You're marching down the 1 and 3 column. If you run out of dots, stop. Or if you see a line overhead, go back a space. It means you move too far. Okay, Crystal Mercy is up. After making it to the gold tile. Oh. Alright, healers, just get ready to Asuna. If there's another tank, you're gonna provoke after the first hit. Tank
Alright, I'll provoke after first hit.
Yeah. Okay. Wait for healer LB3 to charge. Okay, Fukuda needs an Asuna. Asuna onto Fukuda Shikyo. Okay, Ryuga needs an Asuna. Please Asuna onto Ryuga. Can someone provoke this? Yeah, provoke off of Ryuga. And please stack up in front of the boss. Stack up in front of the boss. And wait for Fukuda's Doom to expire, please. Stack up in front of the boss. Buy this shield. The knight's gonna jump to us. Small movement to the behind. Small movement behind. Stay inside the knight's supposed hitbox. Do your best to dodge normal mode turrets. Do your best to dodge normal mode turrets. Then get ready to reflect and dispel. Light curtain. Pop your light curtain now. Pop your light curtain now. And if you're not reflecting, stand on plus. Everyone into a bubble. Then dispel the remainder of the boss's debuffs. Once this flashes, send your healer LB3 now. Last chance. Healer LB3, last chance. Aw. Okay.
Good job.
Holy shit,
Yay.
There's a lot of first timers today.
That's a lot of
Oh
first
shit!
timers.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay.
We did good.
Give me a sec to screenshot all of this.
Okay, where's the healer? Are there any healers dead on the ground? Anyone on the ground with the healer or have sack, I will prioritize you.
I count 19.
I got 19 on my end.
19 too.
Let's go. Okay.
Really, do you want to host a compassion farm after this?
Sure, I'll do a compassion farm.
I think I played a bit worse on Queen, to be honest. I thought I had enough reflect, but it turns out I was a millisecond too short.
Okay. But yeah, so like bodies in cutscene. Try to get those folks up first.
Ref is up. He can sack one of them.
Yeah. Oh, and since we are getting everyone up, seems like once everyone is alive, let's take a screenshot in the back.
One more at the back. Everyone's up.
Yay.
All it took
Hey,
was.
welcome to the club, Jiran.
It took 13 arises.
Okay, awesome. Alright, congratulations to all our first time clears. You got a pretty good look, honestly. You saw like the brand mechanics, plus you saw super chess. That's always good to see. Some people's first clears like skip all of those mechanics.
If you go to a re-clear, you're gonna find out how your DRS is gonna get ruined.
But honestly, that was still good. That was a ton of fun. So, thanks for coming, everyone. good game, lots of good damage still. And if this was an enjoyable experience, enjoyable use of your Friday night or like Saturday afternoon, then I'm probably gonna host like 1 or 2 more for the patch drops. And also there are a lot of hosts here on this server that will host a variety of runs to experience.
2 more weekends until patch drop?
Wait,
Something like
2
that.
more weekends before patch drop?
Patch drops like on the 12th-ish.